Okay, good day guys, and welcome to today on Princess Anu-TV. We are going to be treating a very important topic today, which is how to choose a flight school, because this is one of the major challenges people have, and I also had that kind of challenge anyways, and that's why I'm going to be talking to you about it, so that you don't get to face that kind of challenge. So stay tuned guys, I'll be right back.
Faithfulness, and now I'm in love, singing oh, 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 oh.
Okay guys, this is Princess Anu-TV, and if you're new to this channel, I'd like you to know we talk on aviation, motivation and adventure, and every other thing you like us to talk about as concerns aviation. You can just leave it in the comment section before the end of this video, and I'll be sure to treat it. So back to the topic, how to choose a flight school. The number one thing I would like you to check before you choose a flight school is to check the accident record of that school. Don't choose a school that maybe because it's just cheap, blah blah blah, and you just feel, oh, this school is cheap, okay, I think I can afford it. You're aware of a lot of crashes that's happening every day, a lot of safety, as in people are boycotting so many safety rules now in aviation, and you don't want to endanger your life, and therefore you have to choose a flight school that is very reliable as it concerns safety, a flight school that keeps to their safety standard. So number one, safety. Number two thing is asking students that have been to that flight school. Don't just say you saw their stuff on their website, this flight school is good, it's nice, everything, and you fail to ask students that have been to that flight school. Any school you want to go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, check students that are already in that school and ask them the truth about that school based on the time records, like how do they finish their studies, like is it fast, how do they do their flying, is there accommodations. If you ask questions, don't just jump into any flight school and hope that okay, what you saw on the website is what you're going to get, because truthfully that's not what you're going to get. Number three thing I would like you to consider in choosing a flight school is the costs. You need to check your pocket, you need to check your parents' pocket or whoever is your sponsor. Don't go into something and you will not be able to finish. There are a lot of, I made a video about statistics of people that have gone into flight school and they did not finish. Why? Because most of the time is because of the cost. Don't go into a flight school without considering the costs. Okay, if they are going to take care of your training, are you going to pay for every exam? Are you going to pay for your feeding? Are you going to pay for your accommodation? Are you going to pay per flight? You need to put all these things into consideration before you go to any flight school, so you don't get there and you get stranded, or you get there and what you told your parents is not what they are saying. So these are things you have to consider. The costs I like you to consider, which is the fourth thing, is the cost of living in that environment you're going to. Some people want to go to Nigeria, some people want to go to US, some people want to go to UK, some people want to go to other countries. You need to consider the cost of living. It's still based on the cost. Like if you want to go to a particular flight school and they don't take care of your accommodation, they don't take care of your feeding, when you get there, do you have enough money to rent an apartment? Do you have enough money? If not, consider a school that when you go, you will not get stranded. Consider a school that when you go, you will not have to start looking for money, like to keep up, because most of the time flight school is very strenuous, it's very taxing. You need to put all your attention and all your mind into your flying instead of going to something else. So instead of thinking of I need to work an extra job in order to get money to feed this, feed that, instead consider a place that you can afford. Also, the 15, which is part of the last things I'm going to be talking about, is about considering whether they have partnership with airlines. You see, a lot of flight schools, especially nowadays, don't have partnership with airlines. Meanwhile, some others have partnership with some airlines that if you come to their flight school, they can give you the privilege to attend, like join a particular airline, maybe their cadet program or something. It's something additional that you can consider. If you have the money to go to that kind of flight school, you can also consider it an advantage, so that immediately you're done, you don't consider the fact that maybe you have to start looking for a job and the rest. Okay, in this video I promised to answer a particular question, which is my thoughts on the Boeing on the Ethiopian Air crash, which was the Boeing 737 Max 8. And I'm sincerely going to tell you my thoughts about it, that I don't jump into conclusions when it has to do with air crashes, because you are not in the pilot's shoes, You don't know what was happening in the aircraft at that time. And every pilot by standard is trained to a certain level to know how to take care of those kind of situations. And if peradventure he could not take care of that situation, the AIB would be best to know what is going to happen, or what happened in the aircraft. We were not there, so I will advise you, don't jump into conclusions about anything. When the accident investigation committee are done with their findings, they will bring it to the general public and let you know what happened during the aircraft. It's not actually going to be the total face of what happened, because obviously they were not there, but it's just going to be speculations of what happened. And I don't also want you to maybe laugh about maybe the company. Like, a lot of people are going at loss, but the company is going at loss. Ethiopian Airlines going at loss. Boeing 737, Boeing company on its own, they are going at a lot of loss because people are trying to doubt their aircraft. I don't want you to laugh at them or mock them, or just look and say these guys don't know what they are doing. You see, because nobody knows when it's going to happen. You don't know if you're going to be next. You don't, God forbid, nobody prays to be next. But I don't want you to make conclusions on anything. Wait till when AIB, they are done with their investigation, then you will know what to say. Okay, maybe they made this mistake or they made that mistake. But for now, I don't have any serious contribution to put on the Ethiopian aircraft. We sympathize with their families, with everyone that has lost every family or every relation in that aircraft. It's a big loss, especially to the aviation industry. Like, it's a very big loss, and we just seek God to keep them. Okay guys, till I meet you next time, even on the same channel, keep watching Princess Anu TV. Stay tuned, guys.